There will be no forgiveness. Today is the day of salvation. You are not promised tomorrow, my friend. None of us. It's an appointment once to die, and then comes that judgment.
Rolling thunder on high, snow falling too. I spread a mother out for the ocean and her fire at our front door. Father Catch your breath in the car. There's nothing left of our home. Hold the hand of a friend. I lost everything now. This is how it all ends. By now I should have known that tomorrow is near. It's too late to cry. If you know the words, sing along to this one song of mankind. None of us will be left behind. It was bound to come, and when all is said and done, you will not meet your false Messiah. Catch your breath in the car. Hold the hand of a friend. That tomorrow is near. This is how it all ends. Jeremiah. This winter wind that blows in me used to be promise of spring, a summer breeze. It might be the final curtain falling down. I'm in the bonus round. But if your life is like mine, pretty soon you'll find that time makes a young man wise. Still you might see regret in this old man's eyes. Come the ringing bell, I'll meet the voice that's calling. For those who know me well, I won't soon be forgotten. But peace won't come if your peace depends on the hope of finding that which never ends. Hold tightly the gift of all you had to be. It will be gone someday. Everything in the end will be made good again. So trust in the author's pen. It is a lucky coin that few ever learn to spend. You can be sure I spent it well, but each thing I've forgotten, you can fall into what I've left to tell. Never reach the bottom.
Emme and Luke of the Joy Hotel.
Hello, hello.
Hello, hello. I was just looking at the session, and I thought, like, did I live under a stone or something that I didn't know you? But is that could you have anything to do with that as well?
To be fair, we're not like we've only started releasing music this year, so we're quite new.
Yeah.
So we're finally spreading the word.
That's something, because it's I didn't expect the band to be this big also.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
like 7 people.
Yeah, I know that kind of just happened on its own.
Some may say too many.
Yeah, it's like the Tedeschi Trucks band or something.
I mean, that kind of happened on its own. I think it was almost as if we formed with 6 people actually, and then Jenny joined a little bit later on guitar. But I like having that many people to play with. You can kind of like play with the music a little bit more, so it's nice.
But it's been a long time coming, and now the album is coming out. I heard in Ceremony. It's called.
Yes, that's right.
Be released, and it's going to be released in November.
Yeah,
finally.
Yeah,
but you already recorded the songs a while ago.
A while ago,
yeah.
It's a little bit up in the air because we might have some plans in action, so it might be getting pushed back a little bit, but I guess we can't say anything yet about that until we've signed the papers.
But you played a few songs off of the new record.
Yes.
Yeah.
And do you have the impression that they evolved live? That the versions on the album will differ a little bit from the material that you will be bringing live?
They're quite, because there are so many people, you kind of need to put it together quite precisely.
Yeah.
So I think actually making the album changed the songs more so than playing them live. So I think when we went in to record the album, they were a little bit undercooked, and then because the recording process was so intense and we recorded it all live, I think that made us really hone in on all the little parts, and then we took that back to the stage. Yeah. So I think it was kind of a bit of both.
Yeah.
But the recording process definitely made a huge difference to how they sound.
Oh, yeah.
I do think live though a lot, because I don't know, I think we sound like very big live.
Yeah.
And then on the record it's like a bit more delicate.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're kind of working on that too.
Yeah.
But your voice is a secret weapon, I would say.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's crisp, and at the same time it's raw, and there's an edge to
20
it.
fags a day.
Yes, that's a secret. Beer and smoking, that's all.
That's the secret.
That's the secret. But you guys are situated in Glasgow.
Yeah.
Is that a very, of course we know Glasgow, and then we know all the bands that came from there, but are you embedded in some kind of a musical scene there?
Yeah, I mean, I think like we have a lot of friends in bands, but I feel like the scene has sort of become just a bunch of really good bands doing their own thing, rather than it being, there's a sort of particular movement of bands that sound similar to each other. Yeah. All of our pals...
Yeah, it's very eclectic.
Yeah.
Eclectic, yeah.
But they're very, all the bands that are kind of coming up out of Glasgow right now are insane.
Yeah, is it?
I think... Was Velour here or no?
No,
that,
I mean...
That was Haldern, wasn't it?
Yeah, there's a lot of our friends are also making their first trip to Europe and things, so this is like, we're all sort of coming over here and moving around and trying to spread our wings a little bit. But we're all very different, I think, which is good.
But could you say there is a Glasgow sound also?
To be honest, there are... Well, I'm trying to be diplomatic.
No, don't be.
There is a particular sound that is popular, but I don't think that it's got much. I don't think it has legs.
No.
Yeah, the bands that are kind of coming through right now make like very different music.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know Glasgow back in the days. You had a band like Texas, for instance.
Yeah.
Cocteau Twins also, I think.
I don't know. I mean, I think that the variety is what makes it interesting. I think there was a time when there was more sort of rigid scenes, and people would quite like to adhere to the particular traits and styles of that scene. But now it's just all over the place.
And the music, the production of the music, the songwriting, is that something that the two of you take care of?
We write the songs, and then when we made the album, we brought in a guy called Chris McCrory.
Yeah.
And he produced the record, and we made it at Rockfield Studios in Wales with Nick Bryan, who's done almost every record you can think of. He's done a ton of great classics.
Like Oasis.
Yeah. Yeah, I did like Kasabian and the demos for some of the Arctic Monkey stuff in the 2000s, and you're back into the 90s. I think the first thing he worked on was the Stone Roses second album thing, so he has a ton of experience in that studio. So when we went in, we were only there for 12 days or something.
Yeah.
But we made the whole album in 12 days.
Well, it's not
So
much
it's really
of a DIY spirit. It's just something in the studio. It's really
I think
engineered.
Most of the work was done prior to going into the studio. I think that we kind of it really is just the sound of us playing live, you know.
And if I would, journalists are always interested in putting something in a box and say like what type of genre it is. For me, it would be very hard to say what type of music you guys make. Do you have an idea yourself? You have no clue at all.
I always say like it's like rock, psych, proggy, poppy, country.
Yeah, but I was looking for the country thing there because the dual singing and things like. But it's not particularly Graham and Emmylou singing.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
I think we've got like a few songs on the record that kind of fall more into that.
Yeah. Melodic songs.
Yeah. There is like one or two that's quite like country on the album, but yeah, I don't know. We've started demoing album 2 already, so
the second one.
Yeah, the second. We've not even got the first one out, but the second one is like so much like heavier, and you just wait.
Yeah, I think promoting the second.
Kind of
yeah, that's good.
No, I think
first one really good. Second one,
it's even
wow.
better. That's always the difficult second one. They say.
Yeah, well, for us, I think like we're really looking forward to it. You know?
Yeah.
But I think that on the first one, it really is just us trying to figure out kind of what direction to move in, and then it kind of not seeming to matter too much. I think that's the thing. We kind of were trying to try a wide variety of things. A lot of the time we get compared to Fleetwood Mac, and then there's country elements, and then there's. But people really do tend to lean into the male-female vocal thing.
Yeah.
Which I guess is fair enough. But there's a lot going on the album, so I think that sort of I'm a bit of a reluctant singer.
Oh yeah, you are.
So I think that there's
like forever pushing him to the front.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So the whole idea of us being a duo is funny to me because I see Em as the lead singer and I'm kind of the second.
But I mean, we kind of like, we write all the music, me and Luke, and we like manage the band and kind of like make all the decisions for it. So very much, even if he's reluctant to sing, like every other part is me, like we kind of run the show on it a wee bit.
And do you come up with the lyrical idea, you more, or is
it's half and half.
Yeah, I think it tends to be that I'll bring about 70% of a song with most of the lyrics and the melody worked out, or Em will, and then we'll kind of poke holes in each other's songs, and then we'll get to a place where we both love this sort of storytelling and the way that the vocals move together and all the sort of melodic ideas, and then it's fleshed out with the band.
Yeah.
And as far as touring is concerned, do you have a lot of mileage under your belt?
Fair amount.
I have been driving for 2 days so far. I mean, I've got a van and it doesn't fit the band, so I fly the band in and I have to drive the gear.
You have to do everything. You have to be
for now.
Jack of many trades.
We're gonna hopefully get enough money to get a driver, and I can just relax in the back.
I can sense some ambition here.
Yeah,
really.
Ambition,
Yeah, that's good.
I think that really is the founding principle of it, was just to sort of think big at every step and then do everything we can to mitigate against failure.
No.
It was kind of just like, well, okay, we're going to make an album in 10 days at Rockfield, and it was kind of just a big idea, and then we sat down and had to work out how to do that.
It's good to have big ideas and big dreams.
Yeah. I mean, I think this is our first time really, this is our big sort of run of European festivals. We're going to be over here for 3 weeks.
Oh,
3-4 weeks.
I used to play solo, so I toured. I got like a bit of experience from that, and same with Luke. Luke kind of had a different band, so we've now got to the stage where we've like joined forces and we've learned like as we went along, so we can put all of the like the things that we've learned to this project. Yeah. So we kind of like, we had been working on the music for like 3 or 4 years before we. Yeah. Well, was it 2 or 3 years before we recorded it?
Yeah, it was
like a couple of years before we recorded the music, but we've kind of been we didn't want to. We've been very like precious over it while we got everything like put in place, and now we want to just like throw everything at it now.
Yeah,
that's good. There's much more to come.
Yes.
Much more.
And is touring good for the inspiration? Does it bring something about?
I think like so we've got plans to, after this, Luke and I are going to go to France because we have another festival in France next weekend, and then after that we go to Zurich, but we're going to spend like 12 days in France trying to finish writing album 2. So we'll see, it's going to be quite busy, but I don't know, I think like having a run of shows really, like, I don't know, puts a fucking fire up your arse.
Yeah.
Like it really, I don't know, it also helps you, like your playing gets so much better. You kind of like you really like fall and sit into the music. I think
it breathes new life into the songs that we've already been playing for years now.
Oh yeah.
You know, because it does get to the point where you're trying to find something fresh in songs that you've been playing for 3 years.
And you guys all played in different bands before?
Yeah. We had everyone's sort of got quite a lot of experience under their belt, but I think this, you know, I can probably speak for everyone. I think this is the one where it's really the big attempt to really make something substantial and really put every sort of creative effort into making big artistic statements on the albums, rather than just sort of drift and see how it goes. We're really trying to be intentional with how we make stuff.
I think with like the music industry, well, just everything in general is so like kind of flippant that it's like a single here, right? TikTok, now another single, and then like it's so fleeting and people are just like scrolling past. We wanted to make like a proper body of work that we could kind of, I don't know, follow on from that as well.
Yeah, something that speaks for itself rather than playing too much into the new sort of trends or whatever.
Yeah, that's good. That makes it timeless also.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not out yet, so, you know, it could be forgotten within 6 months, but yeah.
First, we're looking forward to seeing the new album come out, and then not long afterwards the second one.
Yeah, I mean, I think I think that the main focus right now is there's a few things happening behind the scenes that will determine how we put this album out, and then I'd say within 8 months maybe make another one.
Okay, well, we'll keep on following you.
Yeah.
And keep up the good work.
Yeah,
it was
you.
great.
We'll be back.
That's the spirit.
Yeah.
All right.
Cheers, man. Thanks so much.
Thank you. Thank you.